Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammang Saranam Gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang Saranam Gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang Saranam Gacchami, Sangham Saranam Gacchami, Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami, Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. For refuge, I go to the Buddha for the first time, the second time, and the third time. For refuge, I go to the Dhamma for the first time, the second time, and the third time. For refuge, I go to the Sangha for the first time, the second time, and the last time. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Dear Dhamma sister and brother, today is February 22nd, 2022, and we have round number 222222. And today, first of all, we would like to pay homage to the Buddha, the wonderful Dhamma of the Buddha, and the harmonious Sangha. Today, we keep studying, stepping into freedom, but for encouraging words by Guishan Master, translated by Zen Master Thích. We are students of the Buddha. Right now, we would like to invite the Sangha to listen to the sound of bell, and then we would like to invite Brother Hilak to have duty to chant the daily chanting number 6 for the Sangha. Okay, now I would like to share the daily chanting, and then Brother Hilak start.
Namo Bodhicitta Mauna Nifat. Namo Bodhicitta Mauna Nifat. Namo Bodhicitta Mauna Nifat. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Respectfully pay homage to the Buddha, the world-honored one, the worthy one, the exalted one, the fully awakened and enlightened one. Discourse on practicing spreading compassion and loving kindness daily to all directions. Metta and Pavana Sutta. May I be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May I be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May I take care of myself happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the eastern direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the western direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the southern direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the northern direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the southeast direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the northeast direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. beings in the southwest direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all the beings in the northeast direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the northwest direction be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the direction above be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the direction below be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the left side be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in the right side be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings in front of me be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings behind me be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings around me be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings who love me be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings who hate me be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings who are friendly to me be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May all beings who are unfriendly to me be safe, well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from enmity, disease, grief, and suffering. May they take care of themselves happily, freely, and calmly. May I be free from enmity to anyone, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May my parents and my siblings be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May my children be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May my relatives and lineages be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May my patriarchs, teachers, sisters, and brothers in the Dharma be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. Be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May my fellow practitioners and colleagues be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May my friends and intellectuals be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May all donors and givers to be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. May living things and living beings all over the planet be free from enmity to one another, neither physical suffering nor mental suffering. Keep the body and mind always peaceful. Namo the original master Sakai Muni Buddhaya. Namo the original master Sakai Muni Buddhaya. Namo the original master Sakai Muni Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya.
Thank you, brother Hilak, for your chanting, daily chanting number 6 for the Sangha. We hope this sutra, if every country, different country, who have good time to chant, to use this sutra for chanting all the time, I think the world is right now. You see, another time right now, maybe if we watch the news, maybe drop a little bit problem about some country. But if the political leader who have duty to change this sutra, I hope anything peaceful. You see, maybe they don't have time to change or to read or to learn the Buddha of the Buddha teaching. We can say a peaceful teaching from the Buddha. If they have time to change this sutra, only this sutra, work peace right now and right here. No fighting, never fighting, right? I hope near future brother Pakhan and Hilak go somewhere. Will miss political leader from a different country. Okay, I have one sutra, this sutra, compassion sutra, metta and karuna sutra. In English, no, in Pali. I would like to say other time, maybe they follow your way, follow the Buddha way other time. This right now and right here. Very good. Thank you for your chanting today. The more we chant, the more we have peace and happiness and joy also. And what we do, what we say, and what we learn, we can help first upon ourselves and other people in the present life. Very good. Okay, thank you, brother Hilak, one more time. Now today we keep study here. This 222, right? February 22nd and 2022. Okay, now this review we already studied here. This will help you realize your life idea and become a vehicle for transmitting the Dharma to future generation, maniac, and by week when themselves around pine tree and climb sometime 100 years up. This we already studied 3 days ago. You see, only a vehicle in this case means method for transmitting the Dharma to future generation. Now this we already studied today, only review. Now new paragraph. Okay. With your beautiful and deep aspiration, you can climb just as vigorously or strongly. Always ask for support from great teacher and friends, and you will surely benefit the world. Practice the precept with on your heart, and a wholesome result is certain. You see, a wholesome result is certain. Now in Vietnamese, với cái ước vọng hay cái nguyện vọng mà tốt đẹp hay là sâu sắc của mình á, thì mình có thể trèo lên, mình có thể vươn tới một cách vững chãi hay là mạnh mẽ. Strongly, vigorously tức là mạnh mẽ nha. Strongly nó cũng vậy, thầy chú thích this my writing. Luôn luôn yêu cầu để ủng hộ từ thỉnh cầu sự hỗ trợ từ những cái bậc thầy hay là những người bạn raised in this case virtuous experienced teacher and friend, và những người thầy và người bạn thiện tri thức lớn. Thì cái chữ ray này có nghĩa là người thầy đạo đức, hay là những người đạo đức, hay là những người có đức hạnh, hay là những người có kinh nghiệm. Bữa mình học rồi đó, thì mình chắc chắn sẽ làm lợi ích cho đời. Quý vị thấy không? Nếu mà mình học cái gì mình không rõ mà mình thỉnh cầu chắc do cái người để hướng dẫn mình thì chắc chắn mình sẽ làm lợi ích không những cho mình mà cho đời, cho thế giới, tức là cho đời. Thực tập những cái lời dạy đạo đức của Đức Phật đó, precept là đạo đức, virtue mà teaching, virtue ethical training, thì bằng cái tâm của mình trọn vẹn đó, thì cái kết quả thiện là chắc chắn sẽ xảy ra. Quý vị thấy cái đây là cái câu kết quả. Cho nên mình học Phật pháp mà mình cố gắng thì chắc chắn là cái nguyện vọng mình sẽ vươn tới. Và nhất là trong quá trình mình học mình không có hiểu được ai đó thì mình thỉnh cầu những người bạn thiện tri thức sẽ giúp mình, thì mình sẽ giúp mình rồi giúp đời. Cái đoạn kinh văn này nói như vậy đó. Mình thực tập cái Phật pháp bằng cái hết cái tâm của mình thì cái kết quả thiện nó chắc chắn sẽ đem tới cho mình, tức là mình có chất an và chất lạc. Đoạn kinh văn này cái đại ý nó nói như vậy đó. Dear Dhamma sister, brother, here you see, first we study here and on the way for us to study the Buddha teaching. Other time we learn together something not clear, something we don't understand, something maybe not clear. Other time we can ask each other. We regret our Dhamma friend, Dhamma teacher, Ray teacher, or experienced teacher, or virtual teacher, or virtual people who have duty to help us, to explain us one by one. Other time, anything we will understand, we will clear the Dhamma of the Buddha. When we understand the Buddha teaching, we learn something. Only 5 ethical training. You see, only 5 ethical training. If we are monastic people, only 5 mindfulness of training. Only that we can help ourselves and other few people, our loved one, relative, and other people have the benefit the world, means benefits ourselves. Before we benefit the world, other people, further on we learn the Dhamma of the Buddha. We can benefit ourselves first, because only 5 ethical training. We understand on, we can help ourselves and other people. So here we can benefit the world. Other time, when we understand at other time, anything very clear, very effective for us when we have the Buddha, when we have time to study the Buddha teaching. And here you see, practice the precept with on our heart. The result, the wholesome result is certain. It means you see, sometimes we are busy. Sometimes 1 week we have 3, we have blend. 1 week we have 3 nights, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But if this day, Saturday, we busy, and Tuesday join the Zoom and study with the Dhamma brother and sister to study together. And then something not clear, and we discuss together. The more we understand, the more we learn the Buddha teaching, the more we understand. Because now in the modern time, we stay at home. We don't we don't need to go to a temple, or we stay at home. We save a lot of gas, a lot of money. You see, and we stay at home. We can the time for us, suitable for us, and we join the Zoom and we study and we understand the Buddha teaching. Other time, you see, practice the precept, mean practice the virtual teaching, and we not only help ourselves but also help another people. That's why here the wholesome result is certain. Emphasize. And the more we learn, the more we have peace, joy, understanding, and happiness right here, right now. This time right now, for example, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. We don't join a Zoom, but we watch maybe a violent movie, for example, and we see the news or something. It's not good for us, not good for mind. But you spend a lot of time join a Zoom and study with the Dhamma brother and sister another time, because the Buddha teaching means the awaken or enlightened teaching. Because in the Buddha teaching never contain violent, ignorant, wrong view, hatred. We study and we know something. We try to find out in the Buddha teaching. Maybe if we have time to compare, to find out some teaching of the Buddha contain ignorant, wrong view, suffering. We never found out. You see, that's why we 7 o'clock we spend a lot of time join the Zoom, and we study all the time. We learn the Buddha teaching, means we learn awakening teaching of the Buddha. That's why we have a lot of peace, joy, happiness, understanding. The wholesome result is certain. You see, that's why when we spend a lot of time, we study, and now we have more and more Dhamma knowledge. Near future from here, and near future from here, or anytime or anywhere from here or somewhere else. All the time somebody asks you about the Buddha teaching, what the five ethical training, what the violent or non-violent, compassion, love and kindness. You have time. Now please sit down, invite him or her, enjoy tea first. And other time you explain them one by one, very easily, right? Very clearly they follow you, maybe, or how long time you study the Buddha teaching, and when, how long, and who is your teacher, and you study the Buddha teaching from where, from whom. Very good. Now invite my sister and brother, enjoy a little bit tea. And that's why now study the Dhamma, no cost, no charging. Read anything. When I was young, you see, when I was young, around novice monk, like Brother Faktan, all the time I'm young A and young A in the Dhamma, and I should you ride bicycle. Go to the teacher house, teacher family, and study. And 1 month maybe pay maybe a little bit money for him or for her. But right now free 100%. And we very lucky. Sister stay at home and we study the Dhamma all the time. Very lucky, very happy for us. And that's why we study here, and we know here time is precious. Do not misuse the offerings given to you. Do not miss the opportunity to show your gratitude, but do not accumulate unnecessary possession. Know the contentment of what you have, and be aware to a role I'm given. Here I give more detail. If you do not practice correctly, your life will be filled with obstacle. You see, obstacle, filled with obstacle. But do not underestimate yourself. Practice heroically, courageously. Do not give up. this color, ring color, I write more detail. In Vietnamese, thời gian rất là quý giá, very precious, tức là thời gian rất là quý giá nha. Ý nói là mình phải tận dụng cái thời gian khi mà mình còn khỏe, còn trẻ, còn minh mẫn, mắt còn sáng, tai còn nghe rõ và miệng mình nói rõ, thì mình phải tận dụng. Cho nên chỗ đây có nghĩa là thời gian rất là quý giá, là nhắc nhở cho chúng ta tu tập ngay khi mà chúng ta còn cái sức khỏe, còn cái sự sống. Và đừng có lạm dụng, cái câu này nói là đừng có lạm dụng của cúng dường, của đàn na tín thí mà dành cho mình. Cái câu này nhấn mạnh về người tu, người xuất gia đó. Cho nên đó, người xuất gia mà nhận của đàn na tín thí mà không cố gắng tu tập làm đúng chánh pháp đó, coi chừng hư bột hư đường hết á. Và đừng có bỏ lỡ nha, don't miss, tức là đừng có bỏ lỡ cơ hội mà quên ơn của mình đối với người khác. Quý vị, cái câu thứ ba cũng nhắc là luôn luôn là người con Phật á, là đệ tử Phật, luôn luôn ở khía cạnh nào mình cũng phải tri ân và nhớ ơn, biết ơn, tri ân và biết ơn. Cái câu này nhắc nhở chúng ta vậy đó. Và đừng có tích lũy, cái câu này với cái câu 2 nó giống nhau. Đừng có tích lũy nha, tích lũy những của cải vật chất mà không cần thiết. Ví dụ như là của cải cúng dường á, mà mình không chịu quyết bố thí. Ví dụ thầy nói ví dụ cho Phật tử hiểu là chẳng hạn như ta cúng 3 y rồi, bây giờ có người nào cúng thêm một cái y, 4 y, 5 y nữa thì lấy cái đó, cái dư đó đem cúng dường những người khác. Cho nên nhiều khi mình không biết cái mình tích lũy những của cải không cần thiết, unnecessary possession, tức là của cải không cần thiết á. Mà cái người tu á, có nghĩa là biết đủ những gì chúng ta có, know the contentment of what we have, tức là biết đủ những gì chúng ta có, và hãy ý thức khởi tâm bố thí. Hãy ý thức khởi tâm bố thí. Nếu mà mình không có thực tập lời dạy Đức Phật và đúng đắn đó, if we don't practice the Buddha teaching correctly đó, thì cái đời sống của chúng ta đó sẽ bị tràn ngập về những chướng ngại, những phiền não, obstacle, có nghĩa là defilement. Obstacle means affliction, những phiền não, chướng ngại, chẳng như là tham, sân si, greed, anger, delusion, hatred, obstacle. Mà mình đừng có đánh giá mình quá thấp đi, underestimate yourself, tức là đừng có đánh giá mình quá thấp đi, và phải thực tập một cách anh hùng, có nghĩa là thực tập một cách dũng mãnh. Khi mình thấy đúng với chánh pháp thì mình thực tập dũng mãnh, là mình thực tập đúng với nhân quả, là mình không có sợ, và đừng có từ bỏ hay là thối lui giữa chừng. Cái nghĩa là don't give up halfway, nửa chừng. Ví dụ mình đang thực tập là con đường đúng rồi, mình cứ quyết tâm mà đi, mình đừng có bỏ. Thì mình bỏ cái là mình thối lui. Thì cái câu này có nghĩa là đoạn kinh văn là gì đó quý vị. Thưa quý vị, thầy giải thích nãy tiếng Việt rồi, thì bây giờ nói tiếng Mỹ. You see the first sentence, time is precious. Why this teaching reminds us time is precious? Why? Because you see, if now we strong, we still strong, we still alive, we still healthy, we still our body and mind are still healthy. And now we should spend rough time learning and practicing, understanding the Buddha teaching. But if we don't spend rough time when we are older and older, you see, another time young age, our young age past another time we not strong. We can see everything clearly, but other time when we older and older, something we see not clear, something we hear not clear, something we written in and written out. Maybe today I'm tired. Maybe only want to practice meditation, no more. You see, that's why time is precious. Means this teaching remind us when we still healthy, still alive, still strong. Please spend proper time learning, understanding, and practicing the Buddha teaching. That's why if we forget, and now our health will get weaker and weaker. All the time, not easy for us to learn to understand the Buddha teaching. So here, time is present, remember, and now we understand. Now we think, oh, now I'm still healthy, still alive also, still healthy, still strong. I spend rough time. One week had 3 class, and 2 class I'm busy, but 2 days busy, another day I try to join with my brother and sister for Buddhist study and for learning Dhamma practice with the Sangha very happily. If we forgot, sometimes if we follow, we chase after something is something not necessary. Another time is present, but we don't know. Another time we elder, we are become older and older. Our time is maybe not good for us when we become older and older. That's why we recognize now I'm still healthy and strong. I spend rough time learning and studying the Buddha teaching with my brother and sister, and very good for us. This teaching reminds us we understand. Now here the second sentence remind for monks, for student of the Buddha, for practitioner. Do not misuse the offerings given to you. It means when we are student of the Buddha, we have duty to receive something from donor. Donor giver have a good heart to go to a temple or go to our Dhamma center. They offer something, but all the time we have duty to receive something from him or from her. It's okay. But remember, do not misuse the offering given to us, because somebody have a lot of rich mind. They use a lot of offering from donor. All the time we don't care someone who around us maybe poorer than us. We are rich because we are good teacher, good people, and now people who charity, people who have a good heart to go to the Dhamma center to donate something to the temple all the time. We only learn but don't practice. We someone donate something a lot of, and we keep, we hold, we keep, we never say someone not good. You see, if we think 10 years ago I'm not rich. Now I'm very happy and lucky. Now I'm richer and richer. You see, and now our family, I myself have more, something more. And now if we are good and we have something, we receive something, we can say someone who are not richer than us. It's good, you see. And we say and practice charity work with someone. It's very good. So, for example, poor student, needy family, and if we have something more, we have some rice, some food, some drink, and we can share someone. It's very good. All the time we practice. All the time I'm giving sharing someone, very good. But if we don't do like that all the time, reading my increase, not good. And you see, the third sentence, do not miss the opportunity to show your gratitude. This sentence reminds us, you see, we are human beings. Sometimes we are lay devotee. Sometimes we are monastic devotee, or we can say student of the Buddha. But when we were born, we studied the Buddha, the teaching of the Buddha. We always express our deep gratitude to someone, even our parents, our teacher, secular teacher, Dhamma teacher, even our children also. You see, student also. Without student, no class. And we understand that. We understand like that. We understand so. And now we always express deep gratitude to each other. Student would like to thank teacher. Teacher would like to thank student. You see, interconnected very closely with each other. And monetarist people would like to express to thank lay devotee. Cô nhiều thí, cô Tiêu Vi Lạc, for example. Lay devotee have good heart to donate something, and we are monetarist student of the Buddha. We would always express deep gratitude to thank donor and giver. You see, interconnected very closely with each other. It's very good. Remember, don't miss the opportunity to show your opportunity, gratitude. In this case, different gratitude. Gratitude, the bit Brother Pháp Thanh and Thầy Sĩ have good time to say gratitude topic to in Tịnh Lục at Tịnh Lục Temple in Houston. Very good. Other time we say that topic very successfully. Very good. Even when we learn the Buddha teaching, we express deep gratitude to the national hero also, who have set up, who have established, who have fight the country from the beginning until now. Maybe yesterday, right? President Day. Other time we can say we would like to express deep gratitude to national hero, in this case, George Washington. Right? And yesterday, if President Day, other time we bring that topic to say someone, maybe they love us. And if we live in Vietnam, we would like to express deep gratitude to national hero named Vua Hùng King. And from the beginning, from the ancient time until now, different kind of gratitude. You see, we can say we would like to express deep gratitude to the country where we was born, where we live, where we work. If you was born in America, would like to thank here. But if we was born in Vietnam, in Australia, in somewhere else, our time express deep gratitude to thank all. That's why we learn, we understand, and we're very happy and lucky. And, I think this teaching, when the political leader who have time to study the Buddha teaching, we hope the world will be peaceful. You see, welcome Brother Phương. Brother Phương just came here 3 days ago at Pháp Nhãn Temple. Now he have the key, he have the Zoom ID, join our Zoom Dhamma class, and welcome. If you are here, now please open your face and we can see each other. Okay, now we keep learning. You see, now the fourth sentence, but do not accumulate unnecessary possession. This number 4 and number 2. Number 2, number second sentence and number 4 sentence the same. Idea a little bit the same, relate together. You see, do not accumulate unnecessary possession, because you see, when we are good teacher, when we are good person, good people, and many people go to the Dhamma center and volunteer to support, to help, to donate. All the time, if we are enough person, you see, if we practice contentment, and now we know what we have, we know we don't content or accumulate, because somebody don't practice, only learn the Buddha teaching but don't practice the Buddha teaching, and many people donate many things but keep home, maintain, never share someone, not good. A lot of desire, a lot of read. You see, that's why in this teaching, do not accumulate unnecessary possession. You see, and here I write more. Well, if we are good student of the Buddha, we are practitioner. We know the contentment. Brother Patan give me. Sometimes I write no enough, but Brother Patan knows you the contentment of what we have. Sometimes somebody have, but they have, somebody give and donate. Receive, accumulate, never share. A lot of read and desire ready mind, not good. But if we are practitioner, if we are good practitioner, when we have something, we should say someone who are not richer than us, or we can say who are needy, who are poor, who are needy, and we say all the time very good for a practitioner, a student of the Buddha. Now here, do not practice correctly. If we remember practice, you see, practice, our life will be filled with obstacle. Number 5, you see, we have time to learn the Buddha teaching. Only learn a lot, learn the Dharma of the Buddha, learn, but we don't practice. We don't practice, you see, and if we don't practice correctly, mean if we learn the Buddha teaching, we don't practice the Buddha teaching correctly, big trouble. You see, for example, we say we practice right view, right talk, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, the Noble Eightfold Path, right? And we learn very clear, anything we know. But sometimes practice opposite, wrong view, wrong talk, wrong speech, wrong action, wrong livelihood, wrong effort, wrong mindfulness, and wrong concentration. So here mention about learn the Buddha teaching but should practice the Buddha teaching correctly. And here this number 5 sentence say, if we don't practice the Buddha teaching correctly, our life will be filled with, you see, filled with obstacle, filled with desire, anger, delusion, hatred, ignorance, violence. Somebody we learn, but we contain our high ego. If you say something about me, I hit you now, I yuck you now. I am now, right now, I am number 1 in the group, in this group, in this temple. I am number 1. I am expert about Buddha teaching. But when you say about me, say something not correct about me, I yuck you now, I hit you now, I beat you now. I yuck in Vietnamese the same beat, hit, fight. You see, and that's why in this teaching say, if we only learn the Buddha teaching, don't practice the Buddha teaching correctly, our life will be filled with a lot of obstacle, a lot of affliction, a lot of defilement. You see, that's why remember. Sometimes because we are human beings, sometimes everybody of us understand understand the Buddha teaching, but sometimes practice, sometimes not correctly. Here I pay homage to Buddha. I would like to recorrect. You see, and now we understand, and in the future we hope we follow the Buddha way more clearly. You see, that's why we learn and we understand. Yeah, the last sentence. Do not underestimate yourself. Do not underestimate yourself. Here, practice. Here, practice heroically. We can say practice courageously. Do not give up. I would like to explain to you here. Sometimes, for example, sometimes we have, for example, our family, our Dhamma center have 6 brothers, 5 brothers and 5 sisters. You see, but sometimes brother Hilak study the Buddha teaching very well, practice very well. But you can do it. But brother Pháp say, no, you can do well. I also do well. Why I don't? Con chú gọi là cho nha, đang bận nha. You see, brother Pháp Thanh can recognize himself and say, oh, brother Hilak, you study. Brother Pháp Thanh say, I study the Buddha teaching around 2 years. But brother Hilak only 2 months. But right now, brother Hilak practice Dhamma learning better than me. And brother Pháp Thanh say, now you can do, I can follow you, I can do maybe better than you again. Because you learn and practice very well together. But sometimes brother Pháp Thanh recognize maybe sometimes I have a shortcoming. I have fault because sometimes I learn, maybe sometimes nobody around me and I sleep. You see, but right now with thầy Sĩ, with cô Diệu Thí, cô Tư Bệ Lạc, Sister Hạnh Minh, okay, now I recognize my shortcoming and I correct and I learn the Buddha teaching well. I follow you. In near future, maybe later and sooner, and I follow Hilak way. Pháp Thanh say like that, for example. And here this teaching remind us, do not underestimate ourselves, because someone can do. Why we lose? Why we say bye bye? We don't follow him or follow her. You can do. You can, for example, you are the same time you are student. I'm also student. But only after 5 years you are good Dhamma receptor, Dhamma teacher. You go somewhere, you teach the Dhamma of the Buddha. Many people follow you and support you. But you and I the same time. Now maybe you go very far. I follow you, but sometimes cannot follow you. You see, 5 years, but I also 5 years, but you are good teacher. I'm a little bit good teacher. That's why here in this teaching say, somebody become good teacher, we also become good teacher. You are good practitioner, I also good practitioner. We can do it. But here remind us, do not underestimate yourself. And here the next, you see, practice heroically, courageously. Very good. Do not give up. This sentence relates that sentence. Number 6 and number 7 relate together. So if someone become a novice monk and near future become a teacher very soon, because learn and practice the Buddha teaching very well, only 2 years enough, and become a bhikkhu like brother Pháp Thanh study the Dhamma weekly, daily, near future, 2 years at a time. The Sangha check your study, check your Dhamma study, Dhamma practice. Okay, now you are a good student. You are good. We hope we support you. Who become the Dhamma teacher easily. But brother Pháp Thanh do right on, good. And cô Diệu Thí, cô Từ Lạc, and brother Hỷ Lạc, okay, we support your way. And near future, brother Hỷ Lạc ask brother Pháp Thanh, okay, now how you become the bhikkhu or you receive higher education, higher ordination very quickly. So please show me step by step. Very simple. You see, when understand a lot of time, somebody can do, we can do. In this teaching, emphasize like that. Now we can study Net Barara. Toss your Bodhisattva. You see, this complex word Bodhisattva 1, 2. Embrace and cherish the lofty goal. It makes those words admiring, and do not instruct your destiny to anyone else, even a metaphysical being. Still your mind and wrong perception. Concentrate and do not run after the object of your sense. The only true object of your mind should be ultimate suddenness and nirvana. In Vietnamese, hãy tiếp xúc với cái bồ đề tâm của mình. Quý vị biết cái từ bồ đề tâm rất là quan trọng nha. Bồ đề tâm là cái tâm ban đầu, nó có nghĩa là tâm ban đầu, tâm giác ngộ, tâm tỉnh thức, gọi là bồ đề tâm. Chữ chitta là tâm, buddhi là giác ngộ, tỉnh thức và chánh niệm. Hãy tiếp xúc với cái tâm ban đầu, nó cũng có nghĩa là tâm ban đầu của mình. Chúc thầy giải thích cho. Mình quên cái tâm ban đầu là mình mất cái cơ hội học hỏi và tu học. Cho nên cái tâm ban đầu rất là quan trọng. Ban đầu mình tinh tấn siêng năng, mình hộ pháp, mình giúp chùa, nhưng mà sau này á là mình lại thối lui một vì cái lý do gì đó, hoặc là ban đầu mình siêng năng tu học mà sau này cái làm biếng không chịu học, ví dụ vậy, thì cái đây là đánh mất cái tâm ban đầu, là mất tất cả. Hãy ôm ấp và nuôi dưỡng cái lý tưởng hay cái mục đích cao thượng. Lofty có nghĩa là cao thượng, raised là cao thượng, cái mục đích cao thượng của mình. Hãy bắt chước những cái lời gì đó, những ai mà xứng đáng, những ai mà xứng đáng, và đừng có giao phó cái destiny, tức là đừng có giao phó destiny là gì, cô trai là dùng vậy. Đừng có giao phó cho cái
dạ tức là định mệnh.
Đừng có giao phó cái định mệnh cho bất cứ cái người khác nha. Đừng có giao phó hay là cho cái định mệnh của mình cho bất cứ ai khác, kể cả những cái đấng thần linh. Quý vị, chỗ này nhấn mạnh rằng cái lúc mình bị nhu nhược, mình cứ tin vào trên rồi mình bị nhu nhược, và hãy an cái tâm của mình, vững chãi cái tâm của mình và chấm dứt cái mọi khái niệm sai lầm. Hãy tập trung và đừng có chạy theo những cái đối tượng vật chất, cái đối tượng giác quan nha. The object of sense tức là đối tượng giác quan, và cái đối tượng chân thật duy nhất của tâm của mình đó là mình là cái gì, là niết bàn, là chân hạnh phúc. Cái đây là chân như, sức lực là chân như, là chân hạnh phúc, là hạnh phúc tối thượng. Như vậy ở đây quý vị thấy cái đoạn văn này, thầy giải thích cái đoạn bồ đề tâm như nãy thầy nói đó, thì giờ nói tiếng Mỹ cho quý vị nghe xíu. You see, Bodhicitta. I would like to explain this Bodhicitta. Bodhi means have some meaning, enlightenment. Bodhi means awakening. Bodhi means the beginning. Chitta means heart, mind. You see, the mind of the enlightenment, the mind of the beginning mind. You see, the beginning mind, or the minds of awakening the mind of mindfulness. Very important. Or we can say the beginning mind. Sometimes when we want to study the Buddha teaching, and the first year you study every day, every week we join and we study every week. We are good student. But the second year, maybe 1 week on, 1 week up, one month on, 1 month up. Sometimes we can say, oh sorry, nowadays I'm busy, sorry. When we say sorry enough. But when I was young, I study, and other time I go to school. Other time the school, Buddhist school, don't have enough room for the monastic people who live together. Other time leave this temple but go to another. And then sometime early morning, 7 o'clock, the class start. And you see, sometime when I was young, we use bicycle to ride. Sometime long time, maybe half year, maybe 1 year. Sometime by bicycle will a little bit trouble, but sometimes repair, sometimes maybe raining, sometimes traffic. But other time we go to school, we went to school maybe a little bit late. But the Dhamma teacher say, no, you see, when I was young, what you say, what you think, what you say, I had experience about it. You see, what you say, what you think, what you say. When I was young, I know. Now, if you say 7 star, should go sit, okay. Don't go from here to there around 15 minutes. It's not enough for you. Sometimes traffic, sometimes raining, sometimes by bicycle have a little bit trouble, and that's why should go as early as better. And when we understand our time, Dhamma teacher understand. Now what you say, we understand. Now that's why when I was young, and now what we study, and something I study with the Dhamma teacher, Dhamma preceptor. Now here, so Bodhicitta, you see, Bodhicitta very good. If we Bodhicitta mean first year we join every day, every week, every month we study regularly. Sometimes we practice every day, practice meditation around half an hour. For first year, very good. Second year, very good. But the third year, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes no time. So Bodhicitta means regularly. You see, Bodhicitta means regularly. The beginning, the middle, and the end, the same. 3 times, 3 efforts. You see, same, regularly, regular efforts. How we can say frequently efforts, better. But here, that's why please touch the Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta very important. If we understand so. And first year, second year, and the third year, last year, same. Regularly, frequently, same. When we practice regularly, our time we have diligently effort. Very good. And so when we study regularly, our time, our awakening, our enlightenment will be away. See, we'll be enlightened. And that's time we practice Bodhicitta. Please touch the Bodhicitta. And embrace and cherish the lofty goal. Lofty goal. Very good, lofty goal. Sometimes we don't learn and practice the Buddha teaching. Okay, but right now we have the vow to practice the Buddha teaching. We spend a lot of time learning and practice the Buddha teaching. Maybe we think we will better than those who are not study, those who don't study the Buddha teaching. Sometimes we last year, if we are lay people, if we didn't learn the Buddha teaching, we have a lot of anger, you see, a lot of delusion, a lot of ignorance. But right now we spend a lot of time learning the Buddha teaching. No, ignorance, violence come from our mind, come from our no practice the Buddha teaching. But right now we are good practitioner. Recognize, we have duty transform anger into love, compassion, love and kindness. You see, from last year a lot of anger. Right now study the Buddha teaching, recognize and transform. You see, and now we cherish our lofty goal, because we study the Buddha teaching for what? For help ourselves and for help other people. You see, and that's why I learn and volunteer to help many people who are suffer, and we volunteer to help. Now please, cô Diệu Thí, cô Tiêu Bà, now please sit here and now we learn the Buddha teaching. Now if you are not happy, I have a good method to show you step by step, and that's why cô Diệu Thí give a suggestion. Finish study this number 4. We will study meditation practice. All the time we can control our mind more and more peacefully. Okay, now and we learn and we understand. Now it makes those words admiring and do not instruct your destiny to someone else, or even the metaphysical. Even this sentence very good, you see. Sometimes we don't have the right way, we don't have right teaching, we don't have right teacher to follow. Sometimes somebody who are around us, and now if you believe, imagine people, if you believe Brahma, if you believe in Creator, but they are only imaginary. They are only thinking. You see, we don't see that they are real or not. We never know. Nobody knows. Sometimes if you believe metaphysical being, and here we don't instruct our destiny to someone else. No, we are. So the teaching maybe number 4. If you study, the Buddha say, the Buddha have taught, dear disciple, in the great ocean of birth, death, and samsara, you yourself swim to the order of liberation. You yourself lighting the top to go. You yourself taking refuge in yourself. You yourself taking refuge in your own island. You yourself making the island for your own refuge. Very good. So here, please do not instruct your destiny to someone else, even a metaphysical being. That's why when we have time to study the Buddha teaching, we have the right teaching, the right people, the right way to follow. We don't care anyone, even the supreme people. And that's why we learn here, and we believe ourselves. No, when we study the Buddha teaching well, we believe our karma, our connection. We never fear someone else, even the metaphysical being. Very good for us to study together. Now here, still your mind and wrong perception. Concentrate. Do not run after the object of sin. Very good. You see, sometimes we are not master of our karma. You see, we are not the master of our karma. Sometimes we run chase after something. It's not correct. You see, if we are the master of the karma, the master of the Dhamma learning, the Dhamma practice, and we never fear anyone, we are not afraid of anyone and anything. Very good. We have strong confidence in our Dhamma learning and Dhamma practice. We never fear anyone and anything. Very happy when we have a strong confidence in the triple jump, in our Dhamma study, Dhamma learning and Dhamma practice. A lot of time we don't fear anyone and anything else. That's why some daily chanting, I would like to invite all of you to learn by heart. In the future, read the Bodhicitta to say easily. So here, this teaching, the last thing, the only true object of your mind should be ultimate sadness or nibbana. When we practice the Buddha teaching right, when we live correctly with the Buddha teaching, when we practice the Buddha teaching correctly, and we happiness is right here and right now in the present moment. Happiness right here and right now. Nibbana means stopping. Nis means cutting. Vana means the forest of development. And when we practice the Buddha teaching very well, happiness, the true happiness right here and right now. And when we practice the Buddha teaching, we will cut a lot of, we end a lot of desire and development, a blessing. That's why here the true object, you see, the true object of our self, and is should be the ultimate sadness. Ultimate sadness. Sadness means tathagata. In English means sadness, but in Pali or Sanskrit, tathagata. Tathagata, we understand what we say, what we learn, what we think the same. Somebody only say a lot, but practice not good. Now please, if we are father of the son, my dear son, dear my children, dear kids, now remember, don't smoke. But sometimes we smoke. All the time, only think, only say, no practice. You see, sadness means tathagata. Tathagata, what we say, what we think, what we do, the same way. Peaceful for ourselves and for all the people. All the time, sadness, happiness right here and right now. When we practice the Buddha teaching very well, we don't, we teach the loved one, teach my brother and sister, now please don't go casino. But sometimes nobody around us, oh, go casino, not good. So here, ultimate sadness means tathagata. Very good. And happiness is here now, like brother Hila sing this song on the plane. I have brought my worry, nothing to do, nowhere to go, there no need a hurry. And second, happiness is here and now. I have brought my worry, something to do, somewhere to go. I'm no longer in a hurry. Very good. Something to learn, something to go, somewhere to do. Có nghĩa là it means that now the class open. We join the Zoom study together. Something to do and somewhere to go. Mean that you go this, you volunteer to go this way to help people. I also go. I only follow you. And something to do, somewhere to go. No longer need a hurry. Cô từ Hy Lạp, cô vừa thấy biết cái bài đó không? Bài đó in Vietnamese, only some sentence. Ta hạnh phúc liền giây phút này, lòng đau yêu dứt hết âu lo. Không đi đâu nữa, có chi để làm, học buồn thả, sống không vội vàng. Near future, brother Hy Lạp and Brother Pháp Thanh sing this song in Vietnamese. Cô Diệu Thí and cô Từ Bi Lạc sing this song in English. Ta hạnh phúc liền giây phút này, lòng đã quyết dứt hết đau lòng. Thông dong khi bước, thảnh thơi lúc làm, học buồn thả sống không vội vàng. Only 4 sentences, very easily. Near future, I hope Brother Hy Lạc, Brother Pháp Thanh will sing this song in Vietnamese all the time. Vietnamese audience look deeply at you and they more respect you. Okay, today we only study like this, and maybe next time we have one more class more, and other time the stepping into rhythm the end. Now the time for us to say the Dhamma of the Buddha. Vietnamese. Okay, I will take the message to you in Vietnamese. Brother Hy Lạc want to learn Vietnamese. Now, Brother Hy Lạc, very good. I will take a message in Vietnamese to Brother Pháp Thanh and Hy Lạc. Okay, now the time for us to Dhamma discussion, to discuss the Dhamma of the Buddha. Right now, we would like to invite those Dhamma brothers and sisters who are first. I hope Brother Hy Lạc always smile, and Brother Pháp Thanh, maybe Hy Lạc first. Okay.
Okay. Thoughts about practicing every day, right? I always tell my daughter this. Life is a series of doing same things over and over again, right? You wake up, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you study, you have certain things to do. Life is kind of, goes like that. And with Buddhism, you have to practice every day to keep mindful, to keep in practice, to keep seeking refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and to keep practicing, keep moving forward. But that is your whole life. It applies to so many things. And it really, I think, most importantly, applies to Buddhism, your spirituality, right? Take care of yourself and others. You have to practice every day, right? To make yourself better and to make others better. And just like brushing your teeth, you can't skip brushing your teeth for 2 weeks. Your teeth are gonna rot out, right? So you have to do that. And Buddhism should be a daily thing, and chanting and just paying attention to your studies, your Buddhist studies, and your Buddhist practices. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Hy Lạc. Now you have the right way to guide your loved one. Very good. Thank you, Brother Hy Lạc. Now we would like to invite Brother Pháp Thanh. You follow Hy Lạc way and you also smile.
Thank you, Guy. The Sangha. So I like today's lesson was really good, very inspirational. I think that's a good word, very uplifting. And I wanted to agree about if all of our world leaders would chant the Metta Sutra, the world peace everywhere. It's if you can look at who you think is your enemy and say, may you be well, happy, healthy, peaceful, may you be free from suffering, anger. If you can say that to who you think is your enemy, I guarantee you, after saying those few lines, that word enemy will become smaller, and then perhaps the word friend will go a little bigger. And I know it's big thinking, but I think it can't hurt, only help. So I like that. So about the reading here, what I really like, which I'm going to use for the lesson on the precepts, was with your beautiful and deep aspirations, you can climb just as vigorously always ask for support from your great teachers and friends. I thought that was a really good line to be added there, that we have to support each other, particularly with virtue. Like we mentioned in the previous classes, a good friend has your best interest in need. So if you need correction, the good friend will help you. And like we mentioned today, that I liked is when you have a good friend who's doing better than you, they bring you at their level. And it's helping each other out. So I like these teachings. And then of course the last line is, and you will surely benefit the world, which I think everyone who practices Buddhism aspires to benefit as many people as possible. It says, practice the precepts with all your heart, and a wholesome result is certain. It's a good guarantee. I like, here in America, we love guarantees. Can you put a guarantee on it? And this is a good one. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Brother Pháp Thanh. Very good. I think you volunteer to help those who are weak, old, all the time. The Sutra, Metta and Karuna Sutta. We just chanting, Brother Hilak chanting. I hope you can read that teaching. Somebody who follow the Buddha teaching, but in this teaching, maybe they don't know the sutta, the Buddhist sutta. You see, because this is a human sutta. Everybody can practice. Every religion can practice. If you read this teaching to invite them to follow or to guide them, they follow you. They support you. Very good. Not only you, but we also. Very good. And so you mentioned about the good friend, good people, teacher. The same before we study, experience virtual teacher friends. Very good. Before a few days ago, we mentioned about those people, and right now we study here and we know more. Thank you, Brother Pháp Thanh. You do agree with the Buddha teaching in this last today. Very good. Now, before cô Anh Minh say something, we would like to invite cô Diệu Thí to translate main idea from two brothers, Dhamma brother, Pháp Thanh and Hy-Lạp. Dạ, mời cô.
Cảm ơn thầy. Thứ nhất là có nói về cái vấn đề mà mình thực tập hàng ngày, thì Hy-Lạp có dạy với con là mình thực tập cũng như là mình làm những cái việc hàng ngày, ví dụ như mình đánh răng súc miệng này nọ đó, đó là những cái việc mình làm hàng ngày, cũng như là Phật pháp mình cũng nên thực tập hàng ngày để cho nó có, cũng như nếu mà mình không thực tập hàng ngày mà cũng như là mình không có đánh răng, ví dụ như vậy mà mình không đánh răng một tuần lễ thì cái răng của mình nó sẽ hư. Đó, thì cũng như là Phật pháp cũng vậy, mình phải nên áp dụng hàng ngày, bởi vì Phật pháp nó rất là áp dụng cho rất là nhiều trong cuộc sống hàng ngày của mình. Đó là Hy-Lạp nói là như là dạy con gái là nên thực tập áp dụng những cái việc mà là học về Phật pháp hàng ngày trong cái đời sống hàng ngày của mình. Đó là cái sự chia sẻ của Hy-Lạp. Còn chú Pháp Thanh thì rất là thích cái bài học ngày hôm nay và đồng ý là cũng như là nếu như mình có, nếu mà mình đề nghị được cho những người mà lãnh đạo để mà đọc những cái bài kinh của Phật đấy, thì hy vọng là những cái người mà địch thủ ấy, thì họ sẽ nó sẽ nhỏ dần đi và nó sẽ tới một cái lúc mà nó sẽ là người bạn với nhau. Thì chú Pháp Thanh cũng có đề cập đến cái vấn đề là mình nếu mà người bạn tốt thì sẽ giúp mình, và nếu như mà giúp đỡ lẫn nhau đó, ví dụ những người bạn họ giỏi hơn mình thì mình có thể học họ. Và chú có nói về như là nếu mà mình không có chú lặp lại những cái điều mà mình vừa mới học, là nếu như mà mình cần cái sự hỗ trợ của lẫn nhau, và nói như là nếu như mà mình thực tập những cái điều mà Phật dạy hàng ngày đó, thì bảo đảm là những cái điều tốt nó sẽ xảy ra đối với mình. Và chú Pháp Thành có nói là ở bên Mỹ ấy, là mình rất là thích là có cái câu bảo đảm. Đây, đó là những cái chia sẻ của chú Pháp Thành. Và thưa thầy, con cũng rất là đồng ý với Hỷ Lạc và với chú Pháp Thanh là về những cái câu nói này. Và có một cái nữa mà con thích hơn hết nữa đó, là nếu như mà mình thực tập những cái lời Phật dạy hàng ngày đó, thì cái tâm của mình sẽ có như là mình nói cái gì, mình làm cái gì, rồi mình thực tập cái gì là một, và mình sẽ có niết bàn. Có thực là ngày đó, cái đó là cái câu mà con thích nhất. Okay. I do agree with Chu Pháp Thanh and Hỷ Lạc regarding children's talks, regarding the daily practicing and the friends, good friends, something like that. And then also one thing that's really, I really like it too. The only true object of your mind should be the ultimate suchness or Nibbana. That's really true, that for your mind. And I want that for my mind too as well. Thank you.
Dạ, cảm ơn cô Diệu Thí nhiều. Cái câu bữa nay cái câu cuối cô lụm cái câu cuối nó thành trọn vẹn cái bài đó rồi, hay vậy. The last sentence, the main idea from our study today, but cô Diệu Thí collected and mentioned it good. Cảm ơn cô. Rồi bây giờ mời cô Từ Bi Lạc nha, chia sẻ một điều, hai điều cho đại chúng nghe cho vui. Dạ.
Dạ, một Phật kính bạch Phật. Con thấy là Hỷ Lạc Phật Thanh nói những cái điều đó cũng rất là hay, mà con thích nhất là cái câu cuối của cô Diệu Thí viết lại đó. Thì rồi con cũng có cái hồi nãy con có nghe thầy nói là người tu thì ta biết đủ, đừng có tích lũy những của cải mà người ta cúng dường. Con nghĩ đó là cái đó là những cái về vật chất thôi thầy. Còn về tinh thần á, thì người tu con nghĩ là cần phải học nhiều hơn về mọi mặt để mở mang kiến thức, rồi trau dồi đạo đức nữa để có trình độ, để sau này dẫn dắt lại mọi người trên con đường tu học Phật Pháp. Con nghĩ là biển học vô bờ thì người tu học càng nhiều càng tốt. Ngay cả ở ngoài đời cũng vậy, người ta cũng cần nên học nhiều, học hoài cũng không hết mà. Thì con nghĩ như vậy đó.
Dạ, cảm ơn cô Từ Bi Lạc chia sẻ những cái ý cũng hay quá. Mời cô Diệu Thí translate main idea from cô Từ Bi Lạc, and brother Pháp Thanh and Hỷ Lạc understand Vietnamese.
So if they understood the Vietnamese, I don't have to translate, right? Okay. Cô Từ Bi Lạc, she agreed with us regarding the Hỷ Lạc saying about the practicing, and Chu Pháp Thanh saying about the friends, such as friends, and then she also mentioned about the know what enough, contentment, with yourself. So she mentioned that, and she also mentioned about the studying, practicing, the nuns or the monks, the need to study more and practicing more, so they can have more knowledge to teach the Buddha teachings to the next generation. Because studying is, it's really wide open. It's a lot of things to study, and then even the secular life or the monastic life, we still have to do the same, the studying to knowledge, to have more knowledge.
Dạ, cảm ơn cô Diệu Thúy đã chuyển ngữ ra tiếng Mỹ làm cho Brother Hy Lạc anh Pháp Thanh lắc đầu lia lịa thôi. Translate rất hay. Translate Vietnamese into English all the time. Brother Hy Lạc and Brother Pháp Thanh understand more and more. Very happy. Near future, maybe Vietnamese easy for brother to brother. Okay, now we would like to invite Sister Han Minh for your sharing the main idea from our study today. Mời Sister Han Minh.
Dear Master, brother and sister, I agree with all your ideas and very good ideas from everyone. And I remember Master Thích have a book, and it's a happy teachers change the world. It means when we have the good teachers and the teacher has a happiness, they will change all the world. So I think the teacher is very important. And the teachers in Buddhism, we can say master, look like Master Thích. In our class is a Master Thích Trừng Sỹ, suppose that. And in yoga class is a Master Diệu Thúy, suppose that. And so I think the master, the teachers are very important. And in this lesson, we can have guarantee, look like Pháp Thanh just say, guarantee if the master is good, we will have good guarantee. So I think it's very important. And Master Thích have translate the Diamond Sutra is the diamond that cuts through illusions. And the sutras represent the dialogue between the Buddha and his disciple Subhuti, which illuminates how our minds can just limited characteristics of the thought. So this offers us alternative ways to look the world in the whole nature, so we can encounter the deeper reality, develop relevance for the environment, and more harmonious communities, families, relationships, and the world skillfully and effectively. And in this sutra, as we say, the enemies, but in this sutra means our enemy is from our six organs. System organs, it means the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, body, and mind. And when our system organs contact with the system objects, look like the form, the sound, scent, touch, and dharma. And it means when we connect or we touch them and we follow it, it means that our enemy. Suppose somebody like the root sound. Suppose somebody just say something not good to us, and we feel if we practice the Buddha teaching, we don't feel bad. But if we listen some bad words about us, and we get angry, it means enemy. It means enemy, because some sound, good sound, and we like good sound, and the bad sound is we think it's an enemy. It's it's not enemy. It's not he is with us. He's enemy. No, it's the sound. If the sound, the form, the sound, the scent, the taste, the touch, everything around us make us feel not confident, not feel good. This is we call it enemies. So thank you so much for the listening. Yeah. Nam mô Di Đà Phật. Con xin nói một chút về cô Từ Vi Lạc. Ý con nói là con đồng ý với tất cả những cái lời và ý kiến của các vị, và cái đoạn này rất là hay, là nó có nói về teacher, nói về thầy giáo. Thì thầy Nhất Hạnh có một cái quyển sách ấy, là có một cái bài viết về nói về là thầy cô, thầy giáo, cô giáo mà có hạnh phúc ấy, thì sẽ thay đổi thế giới. Và ngài cũng nói là nếu mà tăng thân á, mà nhỏ bé của mình nó có thể làm thay đổi cả tập thể của trường. Tức là một thành viên giỏi, một thành viên hạnh phúc thì cũng có thể thay đổi hết tất cả thế giới. Thì cái người thầy giáo rất là quan trọng. Ví dụ như là mình có thầy Nhất Hạnh, thì trong lớp này mình có thầy Trừng Sỹ, và nếu mà lớp yoga thì mình cũng có thầy cô Diệu Thúy, là với cô Diệu Thúy mà giỏi, và cả thành viên yoga đều giỏi hết. Như cô Từ Vi Lạc cũng vừa mới nói là rất là thích ấy. Thì con nghĩ là thầy cô giáo rất là quan trọng, và thầy cô giáo tốt nữa thì rất là tốt cho tất cả mọi người. Và trong cái đoạn này thì có nói về cái enemies ấy, tức là cái kẻ thù của mình đó. Nhưng mà thực ra cái kẻ thù của mình đó, thì thầy Nhất Hạnh có chuyển cái kinh Kim Cương á, thì ngài có để chuyển nó ra thành gọi là cắt hết những phiền não. Kinh Kim Cương á, là tức là cái kim cương là nói là nó rất là sắc, là bén, tức là nó rất là cứng, và nó sẽ cắt hết những cái phiền não của mình. Thì cái kinh Kim Cương này là nó đối thoại giữa Đức Phật và ngài Subhuti, tức là ngài Tu Bồ Đề, và nói về cái việc mà làm sao mà có thể nhìn cả thế giới này là một cách thực tế và hài hòa, trong gia đình, liên hệ giữa gia đình, và tất cả làm sao làm cho tốt tất cả việc giữa thế giới một cách hài hòa. Thì trong đó ngài có giảng là cái mà gọi là kẻ thù mệt nhất của mình tức là sáu căn khi tiếp xúc với sáu trần, đó là lục, người ta gọi là lục tặc ấy. Lục tặc có nghĩa là tứ tên giặc đó, đó là sắc thanh hương vị xúc. Còn mắt, khi mà mắt tai mũi lưỡi ý thân và ý của mình mà tiếp xúc với lại sáu trần là sắc thanh hương vị xúc. Mà khi mà tiếp xúc mà tốt thì không sao, mà khi tiếp xúc mà mình, ví dụ như là mình nghe một cái tiếng gì người ta nói xấu về mình mà mình nổi lên giận, thì đó gọi là, người ta gọi đó là cái giặc. Tức là mình cảm thấy mình bực bội thì đã giặc, chứ không phải là cái người mà đến mà đánh mình hay là chọc tức mình thì nó không có, thì cũng chưa chắc là đó là giặc. Là giặc là từ mắt tai mũi lưỡi của mình. Dạ, Nam mô Di Đà Phật.
Thank you, Sister Hạnh Minh. You mentioned about one idea. from Master Thích Nhất Hạnh, head teacher can change the world. And here we can say, we are happy people. We can change ourselves and change other people. Okay. And Brother Hilak, you raise your hand and you say something. Now, please.
Yes, I just want to say I really like what Sister Hanmin had to say. And it makes me think of when she said perception of an enemy, right? It's not really an enemy. Because perception, I learned through Buddhism, perception is deception, right? But when we are strong in the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, and are strong in ourselves, no matter what somebody else says to us, doesn't matter. We know the truth. We know the truth in us and the faith in us. And you know, even if there's there's a thing from Christianity when Jesus was on the cross and they were killing him, stabbing him, and some people said, "Stop that! You know, don't be an enemy of Jesus." And he said, "Forgive them; they know not what they do." Okay, so he knew, he was strong in himself, and he knew that they didn't know the right way, right? But he did. And I think there's a very powerful idea, you know, for us to take stock in ourselves and to take stock in the Dharma and in Buddha in our Sangha. So that was excellent, and thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Brother Hilak. Cô Duy Thí, 1 minute translate from Hilak.
Dạ, theo thì Lạc rất là thích về cái đoạn mà cô Hạnh Minh nói về những cái người mà kẻ thù đó, thì Lạc có nói về mình nên biết về mình đó, bởi vì cái sự thật nó mình phải biết về cái sự thật của mình. Và thì Lạc cũng có nói về vấn đề mà Đức Chúa Giêsu thì có nói là những cái người mà làm lỗi á, thì những người khác muốn trừng phạt cái người này, nhưng mà Chúa Giêsu có nói là nên tha cho họ, bởi vì những người này họ không biết. Thành ra con nghĩ là có thể nói là không biết thì không phải tội, con nghĩ như vậy.
Yeah. Cảm ơn cô Duy Thí. Okay, thank you, Brother Hilak, cô Duy Thí, and Sister and Brother. You see, before we stop here, I have one idea more about somebody, Master Thích Hạnh have two sentences. First, happy teacher can change the world. And here we can say, we are happy people. We can change ourselves and other people. And second idea about from Master Thích Hạnh, peace in oneself, peace in the world. Here we can say and we can say opposite, empty in oneself, empty in the world. If we practice the Buddha teaching, empty like Brother Hilak, like Brother Pháp Thanh, become little, become less and less very easily. So happy people are not depend on our Dharma learning and Dharma practice. If we are practice well, good practitioner at a time, like cô Duy Thí, suchness, ultimate suchness, Nibbana, true happiness right here and right now. Rome where? Rome our Dharma learning, Dharma practice. From like cô Từ Lạc also mentioned about it. So about the cô Hạnh Minh say six sense objects. Maybe Buffalo teaching we mentioned this more, but right now she go introduce us about higher level about Dharma Sutra. Near future we will study that sutra, but right now she introduce higher level. Okay, we welcome. Okay, now we would like to invite Brother Hilak sharing the merits in Vietnamese and English together. Yes, now please. Oh. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hoi Hong Kong Duk Rang Dem Kong Duk Ne Huang Ve Kat Ta Ka De Tu Va Chung San De Tran Tan Fat Dao. Sharing the merit. May the merit of cultivation today be direct toward all living things and living beings. We and human beings can realize the Buddha's way together. Sadhu, Lante, well done and excellence. Namo the fully enlightened Buddhaya. Namo the fully enlightened Buddhaya. Namo the fully enlightened Buddhaya.
Thank you, Brother Hilak. Today you chant the Buddha teaching in Vietnamese like the bird singing. Okay, before we say bye-bye, good night.